we have covered in our last session. Find how to find or how to get values from MongoDB. So we have used methods like find, select, listing, sort, end, or limit, skip, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, count this. These are the different methods. Combinations we can use. It's not like only one after the other. We have any combination we can use. Okay. And today we are going to work on update. For update, there is a method called update many and delete. For delete, there is another method called delete. So for inserting, we have used insert many. For retrieving, we have used find. For updating, we are going to use update many. We are going to use delete. It's a very simple thing. And we are also going to work on MongoDB Atlas. MongoDB Atlas means where we can store our database in the cloud, so anywhere in the world can access. Now let us try this. Now let us try this update and let us try this delete. Now what I'll do, I'll just open this. And we have tried this find, update, delete. Find we have already worked on, and I'm going to work on updated. Now I am going to run the client. In Mac, MongoDB will be running continuously by default. But in Windows, you have to give MongoD to the command. So automatically, you have to give MongoD command. Not something new. Environment variables, we have to change it. Then only MongoD works. If it is working, that's fine. Normally, we have to start and stop in every time you have to give MongoD command. Still working. Probably they might have improved it in new version, but earlier it was. So now what I will do, I'll just go to npm start. Middleware is running. I'll say cp line. In the meanwhile, what I'll do, I'll go to Mongoose base and I'll go to read the docs. And here I'm clicking on this queries. Now see here, there are so many methods are there. But instead of so many with insert many, update many, delete many, and find with this 4, we can manage everything. Okay. Now here, now see here, for example, find is there. Find by ID is there. Find by ID also we can get it. You just write find and end. In that you give ID. It is equal to find by ID. Got a point? Find 1. You just give find and you give the condition limit 1. You will get that. Got the point? So even though you have so many methods are there, but with 4 methods you can handle everything. Insert many, update many, delete many, and find. Now we are going to learn this update many. Now update many, which is useful to update what you want. First you give what you wanted to update, and the next one the actual value you wanted to give. Now, for example, just to show you, now I'm opening this MongoDB compass. Now, what I wanted to do, I want to get all the tools from India. I'm opening this MongoDB compass. I'm connecting it. So we have this. I think Apple employees that we have worked. Apple employees only we have worked. You're not getting. JSON is not working. CSV is working. Something is working, right? I think they have released a new version which might have some bug in it. Then we use CSV. Right? Good that you have done research. Right? Now, what I wanted to do, here also I can search what I want. In MySQL, in the PHP admin also I can write queries. Here also I can write what I will do. I'll just write like this. I'll say country, say India. I'm saying fine. Let us see how many are there with India. How many are there? 262. 262 are there. Now I wanted to update from India to Bharat. India to Bharat. In that case, what I have to use? I have to use update menu. Now what I will do? I will come to this server. I can create a function to update it, or I can link to client also. Now I'll just simply say let update values in the DB. I'm not linking to UI. If you want, you can link it. If I wanted to link to UI, I have to create either post or put or patch or things like that. Or if you want, let it be. You already know how to do that. So now what I will do, I wanted to change from India to Bharat. So we have already taken the employee schema and the employee class. Now I'll say employee dot update. Update is the function. What I wanted to update country India. Where our country India is there, I wanted to update to wherever country India is there, I wanted to update to Bharat. Now I will update the data. Now this is the asynchronous activity we are going to do that. I'll write await. Then I'll say try. Catch. Error if there is any. And so log something wrong in updating. Here I'll say console log updated. This code I wanted to execute on click of the button. I have to click the. I have to create the button there. I have to create the API endpoint here. This code I have to write it. It's not that I'm directly writing. Now I wanted to call this. Now I am calling it whenever we are connecting to database, then I am updating. Now let me run it and see whether it works or not. Now I have done the changes, updated successfully. Now I'll come here. If I say find, I should not find anything. See 0. Why it is 0? Change it to now. Uh, Now favorite color crimson is there in this database. Wherever country Bharat, I want favorite color to be yellow. So for every auspicious function we use yellow. I want yellow. So what I will do? Okay, now I will do one more thing. I'll search for China. Not there. Indonesia. Indonesia one follow are there. So what I wanted to do, wherever Indonesia is there, wherever Indonesia is there, I wanted to change to Bharat, and I wanted to change the favorite color to yellow. Now wherever Indonesia is there, we will change it to Bharat. Not only Bharat, yellow. Our favorite color also will be changed to yellow. That means multiple values also you can change. Understanding? Now updated successfully. Now if I come here and if I refresh it, I find now. And say, if I say find, I should not find any Indonesian. No, nothing. Perfect. Bharat. Now we should get more than 252. Now see, Bharat is their favorite color. It should be yellow. Now see, yellow is coming. FAVCOLO, or I think something is wrong. Huh? For Indonesia only, perfect. For Indonesia only, I have changed. Now I can change it again like this. Wherever India is, wherever Bharat is there, I wanted to change it to yellow. Favorite color to yellow. Updated successfully. Now I just refresh it. What you want? Or like you are talking about or. Like you want behavior like or can be done. Now for that let us see. In that case, you have to give like this. Bharat, comma, Russia, comma, China. We are changing it to let me check whether it's working or not. See which country we have more data. Okay, anyway, Bharat is there, right? I'll change it to purple. Wherever Bharat, Russia, or China is there, I'm changing it to purple. Now I just wanted to check whether it is working or not. Updated successfully. That's what it is saying. You say find. I should see purple if it is working. Are you able to see? Purple. Now, whether it is China or Bharat or Russia, you can change it to purple. So that means here behaves like odd. Understanding? Understood update many. Now, if you wanted to update any one, you use ID. Now I am using country. Instead of that, use ID. Now, for example, use this ID. I'm copying the ID, and here I'll say underscore ID. This ID is this. ID is this. Now, what I wanted to change, I wanted to change the first name, last name. I'll say first name. I'm changing it to Dheeraj, and last name. Wherever this ID is there, that will be changed. Now, here ID is ID 8 we have given here. ID 8 NASA. Understanding? Now it will change only one. You can use update one also, or even this ID only one only. If you want, you can use that also, but these four are sufficient to perform most of the operations. See, our smartphone is sufficient to perform most of the operations activities. Some, whether it is entertainment or whether it is knowledge gaining, whether it is ticket booking or whether it is payments, whether it is capturing the photos or capturing the videos or for time. Most of the things we are using smartphone only. See? Insert many, update many, delete many, fine. These four is sufficient. Understood? Update many. Likewise, we can do delete also. Now, click on this queries. Delete. Now, delete. Whatever you wanted to delete it, you delete it. Now, I am creating one more function. Now, let's say employee dot. Now I have to tell what I wanted to delete it. Let's say what I wanted to delete. I'll say so if there is anyone from Morocco, I wanted to delete it. Morocco. Now what I'll do here? It's a country Morocco. be deleted. If you want multiple conditions, comma. You can delete it. Now I'll call this. Now I'll write it in bracket by comma. I think it should be here single comma. If it is or, we have to. Now we'll try that also. So now unable to delete, I am giving it and I am calling this delete from DB. I am calling this delete from DB and I am just giving it after connecting. Now I want delete. Let us see whether it works or not. Delete from DB. I think we have deleted Morocco as per this. Now let us see it is there or not. It is ID 1. 996 are there. I'll refresh it. $991 are there. That means 5 has been deleted. Now I wanted country Yemen. From Yemen, I wanted to delete and I wanted to delete mail only. From Yemen, I wanted to delete mail only. So I'll give country Yemen and gender. Now I have saved it. Connected. Okay. Now I'm giving a message here saying deleted successfully for our clarification. Deleted successfully. Now 991 are there. If I click on find or refresh, it should be a bit less. 989. That means 2 has been from Yemen. Got a point? Understood? Delete. Delete meaning. If you wanted to delete any one, you give ID. That's it. Only that will be deleted. Right? If you want to add, if you wanted to consider multiple conditions within the same flower brackets, you use it. Or separate flower brackets. 4 conditions. You wanted to implement end. All 4 conditions in a single object. You want 4 different conditions, any one should be satisfied. That means 4 separate objects. Flower bracket means objects only, key value pairs. Understood? Update many, delete many, insert many. Yes or no? Right now, the database is in my local system. Now I can keep this database in internet also. There is a service from MangoDB. It's called MangoDB. MangoDB. It is like this. You know, Android phone is from Google. Yes or no? If you take a picture from Android phone, where it will be stored? Into the camera roll or in your local device. But from the same Google, there is a service called Google Photos where you can upload to that. Exactly. MongoDB, you can install it locally or you can store it into cloud also. In that case, no need of Compass also. Without Compass also can be managed. If Compass is there, that is good anyway, but without Compass also can be managed. Now, I am just closing this Compass. Right? I am opening again so you can see. See here, are you able to see here? Top right, and new to compass and don't have a cluster. If you don't already have a cluster, we can create one for free using MongoDB. What exactly is this? Now, if I click on create free cluster, now it is taking us to MongoDB Atlas. Start free. That you can implement the trial functionality. I'm clicking on the start. It will be asking you to create an account. Sign up, you can create your free account. You already have an account, you can log in. I already have an account, so I will log in. This is MongoDB Atlas, where you can have your databases here. And first, what you have to do in MongoDB Atlas, you have to create an account first. Create an account. Once you create an account, inside this account, you have to create an organization. Once you create an organization, then you have to create a project. Once you create the project, you have to create a cluster. Right? Cluster means space in a way. Cluster means space. Per cluster, they are giving around 500 MB of space to you. Per cluster, they are giving around 500 MB of space to you. If your database size is around 500 MB, it is free. More than 500 MB, should be paid. And per project, only one cluster is allowed, free. If you wanted to get more than one cluster, yes, you can definitely, but you have to pay. Free service has some limited versions, but for trial purposes, got it? Now, once I log in into this, I have already created account. I have already created organization here. Once you log in it for the first time, it will ask you to create the organization, then project, like that it will be asking you. Now see organization ID, organization name, created on, it is showing all these things, organization details. Got it? Now, if you click on this projects, you can see projects also. These are the projects which I have created. Now, if you want, you can create a new project. I am clicking on this new project. Batch. Now, why I am creating a new project? Because per project, one cluster is free. If I wanted to create one more cluster in the previous projects, I have to pay. That's the reason I am creating a new project. And I am saying next. I have created this project, creating the project called create project. So I have created the Atlas account. I have created the organization. I have created the project. Now I am inside the project. I am inside the project. Now I am clicking on, now see. I am inside the project. Now see, you are able to see content, current IP address not added. You will not be able to connect to the database from this address. Security. Now we are keeping the database in cloud. By default, it is not allowing me to connect to database. We have to give permission. That will be working. Now I wanted to create a database. I am clicking on build a database. are able to see 0.08 cents per hour. This is 0.10 cents per 1 million bits, and this is free. Three types of clusters are there. Which one do we like? The third one. Why we like that? It's free. That's why we like this. Okay. And what is the limit? 512 MB is the limit. Here 1 TB. Here 10 GB. In that 512 MB, you can create any number of databases if you want. Per organization, you can create any number of projects. In project, you can create only one free cluster, which has 512 MB. In that free cluster, you can create any number of databases if you want. Okay, but the limit is 512 MB. Now I'm selecting this and I'm saying create. Now free cluster is created. Cluster is nothing but assigning some space to us. Okay. Now they are asking username and the password for this to access that. Now I am giving the username Manjunath B, password Manjunath. For database also we'll have username password, right? It's also the same thing, username and the password. For my references, I am giving the same thing. Okay. Let's say create user. We have created the user for accessing the MongoDB database cluster, basically 512 MB. Okay. Now what I wanted to do from our application, I wanted to connect it. From our application, I wanted to connect it. Now, how do we connect it? Here, first of all, are able to see something called network access. Are able to see something network access. I'm clicking on this network access. And why I am accessing this network access? That application, that Node.js application is in my system. Database is in MongoDB Atlas. Now, if I am trying to connect it to MongoDB Atlas, they should give permission to me, to my system, to access it. Yes or no? So now what I am doing, I am clicking on add IP address. And here, for example, I wanted to give access to Sai Prakash. I will take his IP address and I will give it here. And if I say confirm, Sai Prakash can access it from his system. Now I wanted to give access to Hanil. I'll give to Hanil or Mastan Pasha or Ankit or anyone. Or you wanted to give access to anyone, you just type, click select all access from anywhere. So everyone can access it. Now this is normally people won't do it because of security. Understanding? Imagine this is Pulse database, for example. I don't want to give access to anyone except Pulse. So if I upload Pulse, the IP address will be there, right? I will give a Pulse IP address to this. Only Pulse can access it, and I can access Pulse. Got a point? Confusion? So now, for now, I am saying allow access from anywhere, so anyone can access it. So now I have created MongoDB Atlas account. Inside that I have created organization. Inside that I have created project. Inside that I have created free cluster, which is the limit 512 MB. And for that I have given access from anywhere. So anyone can access it. People who are attending online also can access it now. Now, from our application, I wanted to access it. So first of all, our application. Right now, let me create one more folder and say plus. And this is our Node.js application which I wanted to upload it. Let me close this. So MongoDB Atlas account created, organization created, project created, cluster created, access also has been given, so everyone can access it. Okay. Now I am creating a Node.js application server.js. Then I'll say package.json file is created. Now I need Mongoose to connect to that MongoDB Atlas database also. So what I'll do is npm install Mongoose. If I want, I can use the Express cars and all those things, but from application I wanted to try. Then once Mongoose is installed, we'll say launch Mongoose equal to require Mongoose. Okay. Then Mongoose dot connect. The database is in my local system. I will be saying MongoDB. Will be saying MongoDB / localhost /7017 dash database name. Let's say India or something. Database name I am going to connect like this. This means we are telling our system our database is local, but our database is not locally available. Now our database is in Atlas. For that, what I have to do, I have to give the URL of that cluster. What I will do is say mongoose.connect. Now I have to give the URL of the cluster. So what I will do here, I am clicking on the database here. Here are able to see something called connect. I am clicking on this connect. Now from where you wanted to connect, I wanted to connect from our application, connect your application. So I am connect your application and selecting it. Now see, are able to see they have given the code. Okay, I am just copying it. And I'll paste it. This is the URL of the cluster. Now in that URL, username is there, password. This should be our password. So I am changing. What is the password I have given for cluster? Same thing, Manjunath B. So this is the username. This is the password. And before this question mark, you have to give the name of the database. Before question mark, you have to give the name of the database. I am giving database name India. The database will be created there. If database is not there, automatically it will be created. Okay. Now every activity is asynchronous activity. I'll say async. Await. I am writing it in this. I'll say let connect to MDB equal to async. Only this changes. Everything remains same. Only connection URL changes. That's it. Now I wanted to write a try catch. Right. If my IP address is not accessible there, will not allow us to connect. I have given permissions to allow any system. That's why I am able to connect. Unable to connect, and here I say control console log connected MDB. That's it. Only the URL changes. Everything remains same. Now I wanted to save something. Now I'll call this connected to MDB. Now what I will do, I'll just say, now it should be able to connect it. We should get a message saying connected to MDB. Connected to MDB. It is not throwing any other. But I can now what I will do, I will come to this MongoDB Atlas. How to now Atlas, and here I am clicking on browse collections. And in browse collections, I should be able to see India database actually, but we haven't imported anything, so nothing is here. We haven't added anything into the India database. If it is there, then only it will display, right? So nothing is showing. So what I will do, I will try to save something in it. I'll say let student I'll say citizen then schema equal to say new mongoose dot schema. I am creating the schema. Then in that schema, I am creating name, string. I can do all the validations if I want age, number, then gender. If I want, I can use enum also. We have already worked on that. Schema I have created. I will say let I am creating the class citizen equal to new mongoose dot model citizen, the name of the table, then citizen. We create the table called citizen collection. Then what I will do, I say let save Remember, we have written something like this similar earlier also. Let for example, Rahul is equal to new. Here I say name Rahul and age 125 and gender. I created this. Then I can say Rahul.save or citizen.insert many. Anything is fine. Citizen dot insert. And I want to call this whenever we successfully connected to. And I wanted to give you a message saved successfully also. That's right. Log enable save. Log save. You have to write this try. Right. Now I am calling this save to MDB. Whenever it's successfully connected. I will run the application. Now let us see what happens. Start. Connected to MDB and save successfully. Now I'll come here. I will just Request. Okay, I'll go to databases. I click on browse collections. Are you able to see India? Citizens. Now, where is the database? Cloud. Can be accessible by anyone in the world. Actually, no need of compass. We can directly create it and do that stuff. Still, you can learn. Understanding? Now, what is the purpose of compass? Local database. To see local database. No. It can also show cloud databases. Now, what I will do? I will come to database. Are you able to see connect? I am clicking on this connect. And here, are you able to see connect using MongoDB Compass? I am clicking on this. And now they are giving this URL. I am copying it. Copy the connection string and then open to MongoDB Compass. I have copied this. And I will come here. Here connect URI is there, right? I will just paste this. And here I have to give the password. What is the password? Connect. Now it is connecting to MongoDB Atlas database. Now see India. Citizen. Now what you are seeing is actually MongoDB which is in Atlas. Understanding what I am saying? Complicated? Now what I will do in our application, I will create one more object and I'll say Basha name Mastan Basha and age 25. I have given it and this Mastan Basha I am giving it here. Okay. Now I am stopping it. I am running it again. Now if I run this application, it connects to MongoDB Atlas and passes the data there. And the same data I can see it in Compass also. You can see it in Compass also. Now it says start. Now it will be saved successfully. Now I'm going to Atlas. I'm clicking on browse database and browse collection. I should see Rahul and Mastan Basha here. Rahul and Mastan Basha. I am seeing it in the cloud database. Now if I come to Compass, here is it here. Mastan Basha, where is it? Refresh it. So Compass is useful to show only local MongoDB database. No, cloud also you have to give that connection string. Got a point? Understood Atlas? Why you wanted to do that? Okay, let us see possibilities or not possibilities. Why you want to do that? Huh? I think it should. It should. Now let us check. I will Rahul two are there. I am clicking on edit. I will change this to for example, update document updated. Here it is updated. Now if I come here, I have to refresh it here also. Let me refresh it. It should work. I haven't tried this before, but anyway, once you are connected, you can do anything. Got my point? Complicated. Right? So you can use compass. Actually, no need of telling any compass. Directly, I can cover this. But if someone asks in interview what is compass, or if you wanted to work on local environment, but there is one problem in this. Now, in my code, password is also there. Secure risk. We can overcome this also. That we'll be dealing separate. What a point. If someone takes my hacked my system, some code they have taken it. So they can see the passwords. Even MySQL also we are writing passwords there, which is not a right thing. Security, where is the security? What a point. There is a package for that called .env that we'll be discussing later. First I want to understood MongoDB. We have worked on all the CRUD operations at local and cloud. MySQL cloud is not there. So MySQL, we have maintained that local database within our local system. We don't have option to upload it. We have, if you wanted to upload it, you have to take hosting, you have to pay money, you have to link the domain, so much process is there. But here, it is free, they are giving. Got a point? That means what, 10 people create 10 sign-up applications. Whoever submits it, it stores in the common database. Can be done. Got it? Clear? Now, how Pulse is doing? All of you are accessing Pulse. I am also accessing Pulse. But database is a common database for you and me. You are uploading your task into database. From the database, I am getting it right. The same thing can be done. Got it? Clear? Now I want you to try this update many, delete many, and try MongoDB. Don't limit yourself with only update many and delete many in MongoDB. So many are there, but these are sufficient. But still, it's good to learn more. There's nothing wrong with it. Got it? Clear? Let me take attendance. Now what you can do? You can create a sign-up application, and if you click on sign up, that can be passed to middleware to cloud MongoDB, and once you click on login button, you enter your username, password, that passes to middleware compares with the cloud DB and moves to dashboard screen. Like that can be done. So earlier we have done such similar things using MySQL. Okay. MongoDB is the latest generation, a bit faster than the MySQL. That's what report says. Okay. Any questions? So MongoDB Atlas, remember, first create account, then create organization, then create project, then create cluster. Per project, one cluster. Per cluster, 512 MB limit. In number of databases you can use. Now I can create 100 databases. The overall cumulative cannot be more than 5,000. Cannot be means it can be more than 5,000, but you have to pay, which Indians hate. We can create a new project.